Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is still Tin Gazer, and for today's video, as you can see in the title, we will be talking about emotional damage. It's relatively timely for me. Char. For me, para sa akin lang, timely lang siya kasi nowadays, yung mga bata, unlike the older generations, parang hindi sila ganun kaaga mag-boyfriend, girlfriend. Pero ngayon, parang elementary pa lang nag-girlfriend, boyfriend niya. So you know, kung ano yung mga bagay na mali at nagagawa na sa'yo, baka hindi ka aware. Let's talk about some emotional damages, the terms and conditions. Terms and conditions, some terms that you might not know about, but it's actually happening to you. Like, gaslighting and some kind of emotional damage, love bombing, and the guilt trip, negging, etc. Let's talk about these terms and get to know more about it. So first, we go talk about gaslighting. So what is gaslighting? As per the description or the meaning in usual dictionary or Google, whatever, gaslighting is manipulation tactic in which a person, in order to gain more power, makes a victim question their own reality or sanity. If someone is trying to gaslight you, they may say like blatant lies, or like they may have said something to you, but they will never agree during the communication that they did say it, or they will make you question the truth. Like, they will make themselves a victim instead. Parang i-manipulate nila or ipapersuade nila yung mga tao sa paligid na they were actually the ones that is the victim. They will try to persuade people that you're a liar, that you're the cheater, but actually he or she is the one who's cheating. Parang kung mas papadaliin nating intindihin, gaslighting is like paano ba? Yung ginagawa ng isang tao in a relationship kapag gusto niya na mabaliktad yung situation. Like, siya talaga yung may kasalanan, or siya yung nag-cheat, or siya yung may nasabing hindi maganda, but he will not in any way accept the fact that he did that, or make you look like ikaw yung masama, pero siya talaga yung nag-start ng away. Or parang nung nagalit ka, nung may nagawa siyang mali at nagalit ka, kasalanan mo kasi nagalit ka. Parang ganun. Parang, however, the real truth is the truth, mababaliktad niya or magagawa niya na siya yung kawawa, na siya yung ape, or at ikaw ang nag-umpisa. Basta that for me is how gaslighting works. It also happens when they try to use someone near or close to you as ammunition. And whenever they confuse you with, throwing positive thoughts, and when they confuse you of what's really is real and what really did happen. Gaslighting may also occur when they try to line up people that they can recruit to be against you. They tell people that you're crazy, that you're a liar, pero actually binabaliktad lang nila yun. And most of the victims of gaslighting are those people not really aware that they are really a victim. But once you became aware of the pattern, it will be easier for you to combat. That is why we're discussing this term. So if you are not aware and you're experiencing these things, this is what he or she is doing to you. He's gaslighting you. Talk about love bombing. What is love bombing? It's a manipulation tactic wherein someone tries to overwhelm you with love, affection, gifts, and praises in order for them to gain something from you. The usual practices of love bombing would be lavish giving of gifts. Like, they always give you gifts to make you feel that you owe them something. Minsan, tinitreat ka nila ng trips around the world. Or just, usual trips. Basta they have something to give to you always. Gifts, mini gifts, big gifts, huge ones, surprises, whatever. And it will make you feel kasi that, oh, ang sweet niya. And I should be, kinder or better for him kasi he's doing all of this for me. This would be lavish you with gifts. This includes over-the-top gestures such as giving you flowers, jewelries, gifts, treating you into trips like outside of the country or just within the country pero yung out, what do you call it? Like out of a city, ganon, mga tours. Kasi the point is for you to feel that you owe them something. And also another practice of love bombing is that they give you constant praises like you were so pretty, you are like everything to me, and I love everything about you, you are so great, you are so good, basta everything that they can compliment in your physical attributes, characteristic, whatever, basta lagi silang may magandang masasabi and laging parang i-overwhelm yung heart mo with praises, with words. But you have to, it's important for you to think about the context kasi ng mga sinasabi niya. Another thing that usually is being done when you are being love bombed is the constant communication. Ayaw nang tumigil, masyado ng clingy. Like, even if you're working or you're really doing something, gusto laging sasagutin mo yung call nila, parang gusto nila priority. Speaking of the communication that happens like all day long, Messenger, Facebook, especially nowadays, ang dami ng forms and apps where we can communicate to our partners. Actually, tama naman yon if they want to be our priority. That's nice because that is usually what is relationship for. You should be the priority of each other. However, there are certain limits and boundaries that should be set, especially if, diba, you two are working, or of course, it's not always that you will be the center of the world because you have to have, the personal space, the career growth per se, diba, na may iba pa tayong mundo aside from us being together, especially when you're not yet married pa, diba? And another thing, or most commonly done by the love bombers, is when you try implementing limits or boundaries, they would say that you don't care about them anymore. Like, oh, you don't love me, no, kasi ayaw mo na ako lagi nag-text, or hindi mo na sinasagot yung mga taga, mga ganon. Parang, they made themselves like a victim when you're actually the victim kasi gusto nila lang kainin yung buong oras mo, pero pag nag-implement ka ng boundaries or limits or whatever, magtatampu-tampuhan, magfi-feel pity, feel bad na hindi niya na ako mahal, hindi mo na ako mahal kasi ganon. That's what love bombers do. Okay, next, let's talk about guilt trip. Guilt trip often happens in a close relationship such as romantic relationship, friendships, also with family relationship, professional relationships. Someone is trying to guilt trip you when they're emphasizing their efforts toward things, making you feel that you have, lacked or you have shortcomings in participation of the relationship or something. And they usually do silent treatments. They would never make you feel that they want a better relationship or they want an improvement with the relationship. Usually they do gestures or things that would make you really feel that they are upset, like when they sigh, or they're crossing their arms, they don't want to talk to you, slamming things. That's what usually a person who's trying to guilt trip you is what is doing. Yung parang i-emphasize niya na, ako nga, pagod ako, ikaw, ganito, ganyan, ako nga, tinatry ko yun, ganito. Parang, laging siya yung nagmumukhang nag-e-effort for you to feel that you are the one who is lacking the effort in the relationship. Parang, basta parang, alam mo yun, they will ignore your efforts or made you feel na wala ka talagang nagawa. Even if you try to communicate with this person, you try to talk to them, they will ignore your efforts in trying to make things better. Basta gusto nila silang masunod. Basta gusto nila makuha nila yung gusto nilang makuha from you through doing these things. Like yun nga, yung guilt trip ka. Let's talk about negging. Negging is like a way of other people's voicing their opinion about you, making you feel bad about yourself. Like for example, they will say na you're gonna eat all of that, like whatever it is in your table, na parang sinasabi sa'yo na kakainin mo lahat yan, ang takaw mo naman. Or something like, oh, your sister look good, no? You should start parang doing the same thing that she does, like working out, ganyan. You should take you from your sister. O kaya pag kinall out mo sila, sasabihin nila, my God, lighten up, where's your sense of humor? Nagbibiro lang ako, parang ganon. Yung they have always this backhanded comments na, oh, ang galing, no? Ako di ko kaya magsuot ng ganyan sa gantong katawan. Yung parang sinasabi nila na, oh, ang ganda, you look fabulous, pero ang tapang mo, no? Ang tapang mo nga eh. You can wear something like that with your body type. Parang, di ba, backhanded comments eh. Parang, kinompliment ka, pero may gano'ng eksena na, galing, no? You can wear anything you want. Kasi ako, parang pag ako tumaba ako, hindi ako nagsusuot masyado ng sandals. Parang, talaga ba? Are you kidding me? Pero the best way to combat these people is really to call them out. For me, that's the best thing to do. Talagang call them out. Or kung ayaw mo naman silang i-call out, parang sige, you can just like, 'di ba? In and out sa ears mo na parang okay, bala kayo dyan. Di mo na lang i-mind. Pero maganda din, ayun nga, you can call them out para naman, 'di ba? Alam din nila yung ginagawa nila. Parang hello, nakakasakit na kayo nanindaman and you're making me feel bad. Parang gusto niya talaga yung parating sa akin na parang may mali sa ginawa ko or mali ako sa mga ginagawa ko. Basta they want you to feel negative about yourself. That's not going to blackmailing. So what is blackmail? It is a dysfunctional manipulation process that people do when they want to get something from you or demand for you to do something or threat you to do something they want when they want it. And the undertone of blackmail is that if you don't do what I want when I want it, you will suffer. Like say for example, if you stop loving me or if you leave me, I will kill myself. Yung parang magpapakamatay ako pag iniwan mo ko. So it's the same way of saying, kasalanan mo pag namatay ko kasi iniwan mo ko. Diba? Yung parang ganun. Or, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na mahal mo ko tapos friends ka pa rin with your ex. Another example would be, pag may away sa relationship tapos sinasabi ng isang party na parang, sinabi ko nga kay mama or sinabi ko nga sa mga friends ko yung ginawa mo, and they agreed, you were being unreasonable, masyado ka lang seloso, or masyado ka lang nag-iisip ng di maganda sa akin. Yung parang manap sila ng kakampi that mabablackmail ka or mapipitan ka parang, okay, sige, mali ako, I'm sorry. Okay, sige, anong gusto mong gawin ko? Yung parang ganon. Or, they would say things such as, bahala ka, basta sasama kung wala, kahit wala ka. Parang they don't respect na that the relationship, yung ganon. And, there are mental impacts of this manipulation. The victims of manipulation usually feel depressed, they develop anxiety, they develop this feeling na parang kailangan kong mag-cope in other ways, I have to parang itago yung feelings ko, unahin ko dapat lagi yung feeling ng manipulative person na parang hindi ko na nauna yung self ko, siya na lang siya yung nasusunod, parang dapat lagi ko siyang ma-please. So ang gagawin ko, itago ko na lang yung feelings ko and I will cope in different unhealthy patterns like iinom ko na lang, kumisawa na akong lover, kakain ko na lang, or mag-ice cream na lang ako. Alam mo yun, you develop something unhealthy pattern. There are unhealthy patterns you develop kasi gusto mong ma-release yung stress mo with the relationship that you are into in a way na hindi din siya masasaktan kasi feeling mo you have to be in line with what this person wants. Yung lagi mo na lang inisip kung anong ikakasaya ng person na yun. And parang through this, dahil nga parang you are putting the feelings of the other person first, hindi ka na then madali mong trust into others. Kasi your priority is your partner na lang. Wala nang iba. Parang ganun. Ganitong klase ng manipulation, the other person usually parang kina-question niya na yung perception niya about reality na okay, parang maldita ba talaga ako? Talaga bang hindi maganda yung nagawa ko? So, mali itong paniniwala kong ganito. Ako ba yung ginawa kong mali? Oh my God, I feel sorry. Dapat pala ganito ako. Alam mo yun, you have these questions about yourself, about reality, na parang feeling mo ikaw na lang laging mali. Already discussed the types of these emotional damages that a certain relationship can bring you. I suggest that the way you deal with this manipulative person is that first you disengage. Get out of the way, wag ka na makipag-usap, or try to, politely decline or shift the conversation. And you also have to that you are confident about yourself. Why? Because in that way, this specific person will not make you they will not be able to make you question yourself, your sanity, and your confidence. You have to be confident that this is me, I know myself. You cannot in any way manipulate me. And also you have to address the situation. You have to call them out. Call them out in a polite way, right then and then. You call out the manipulative person just for you to emphasize as well that this manipulative tactic is not working. It's not working for you, and you know what's happening, and they have to stop. And to help you, you have to trust your gut. Trust your gut, and if you think you cannot help yourself alone, you reach out to any professional. There are lots of professionals that offers help with regards this, emotional pain or situations we are going through. And lastly, you have to confide to someone that you trust. Yun talaga, malaking bagay yung may nakakausap ka about this, may nagpapayo sa'yo, hindi lang ikaw yung parang nag-weigh ng things merong tao na parang, okay, so this is it. Kasi minsan, if we love the person, especially the manipulative person, we're trying to, parang give them benefit of the doubt, na parang hindi, ganyan lang siya kasi, mahal na mahal niya talaga ako. Pero mabait yan. But if we have someone that we can talk about it, someone we trust, sila din mismo papaintindihan na sa'yo na ito na yung nangyayari. You have to stop. You have to weigh things. So, that's it for today's video. Masyado tayong malalim. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.